Hi, I'm Chris Rogers. I'm the Assistant Dean for Purdue Polytechnic here in Indianapolis. Yeah, as we're talking about 2026 to 2027, really we're in a development phase. Obviously, last summer, Universal launched Epic Universe, and so that is still very much talked about because people are still learning about it, beginning to embrace actually what that park is. And it really is a leap forward technologically in terms of what it technologically, but also aesthetically, in terms of what it provides. And then we're also in this development phase. So obviously, you have your other parks, your Disney's, that they are in the midst of developing multiple lands right now, villains, cars, monsters, and then also other attractions within Kanto and Indiana Jones. And then you have more smaller parks and smaller entertainment companies that are buying and refurbing, bringing online new attractions. There also is even concern, like Six Flags has closed some parks. And so we are seeing probably this coming year more people get excited about some of the Epic Universe and probably some of the regional parks that are available. But I also think we're going to see more people that are going towards smaller experiences, your museums, your location-based pop-up experiences, things of that nature. I think we're still trying to fully understand how AI affects and supports the experience for guests, whether they're in a park or a museum, um, because I think we're still trying to understand how to fully embrace it, will fully control it. And I think the guests is fickle in the sense that I think they see the value of this embrace of embracing technology, but they also don't want it in their face. They want it to be ubiquitous. They want to be able to put that phone aside and not have it in their face and go enjoy that time with family and friends and other people. And so I think, it's a question of how do we embrace AI, but then do so in a way that the guest doesn't know we're actually embracing AI. And so I think we're still learning through that. And I think, companies are producing and putting out little videos that can show the potential of that. So Disney puts out an animation with Olaf, which is a little walking around animatronic at Disneyland Paris. That's being, they're using reinforced learning to support the free walking of that animatronic where it can then talk to you. But that's in a controlled environment. It's in a controlled video. And so how that actually will work in reality is still yet to be seen. Yeah, I think there is a greater expectation that we embrace these technologies to support and enhance and empower the guest in ways they typically haven't been before. But then do so in a way that, again, they do not know or realize what's happening. And so, new and enhanced wands at Wizarding World of Harry Potter, at Ministry of Magic, things of that nature, or a personalized experience at the NCAA Football Hall of Fame, where you walk in and it takes your photo and it makes you seem like you are the coach. Again, it utilizes AI, but it's unknown, and so I think, or not blatant or apparent. So I think the guest values and sees the delight in that, but they also don't want the technology. They don't want the technology to be in your face, because if they're going to be transported into a story, let's say How to Train Your Dragon, they don't want to all of a sudden be face to face with touch screens to where it takes them out or removes them from that story. And so, how do we again hide the technology in there so you don't even really realize the technology is being used? When it comes to the health of the attractions industry, I think we've seen positives, and I think we've seen maybe some warning signs that we're still trying to understand. Right. So Six Flags closing a series of parks after their merger with Cedar Fair. Is there concerns around that? Maybe. Well, also Hershen Entertainment opening up a series of, or purchasing a series of parks. And then we also see, like I said earlier, a lot of development happening with some of these parks where companies are investing in their parks, investing in their properties. Museums are trying to enhance their experience. And one company that does research in our industry is called Catapult. They recently put out a report yesterday that they're saying by 2030, guests will spend about $100 billion that year in attractions, in and whether it be purchasing a ticket or purchasing food or an enhanced experience within that park. And so we're continuing to see that growth in the entertainment sector, which is exciting, but I think we're also trying to understand where is that growth actually going to be.